Hello and Merry Christmas. I thought I'd get on here and make this just a little talk, really. Not about it, it's not about anything other than to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. And I just put out an accordion, things I wanted to do for Christmas. Was to put out, some accordion Christmas songs. But that was, I posted it briefly and some of you watched it, and I apologize because I looked at it and I didn't realize it was as bad as it was. The video quality was awful, and the accordion music really wasn't that good either, admittedly. So I took it down. And for those of you that saw my Christmas Eve accordion thing, I'm sorry. Because that was just truly, I gave it my best effort, but well, I just wanted to share something with you all to say Merry Christmas. I managed to get to church this evening and we sang our Christmas carols. I always have a hard time because mostly I hear the women singing and very few men sing, and I wind up singing bass, and so I think I stand out amongst all the women voices there. But it was nice. It was nice to get out and do these things. I just having a hard time this holiday season. Unbelievably hard time with the people I've lost, and even my dog. And I actually bumped into somebody last night that knew the one that I'm grieving so much. I knew them and their family very well, and told me how this person passed on, and actually it was natural. It was natural, just a heart stopped, a heart attack. And that really was kind of quite emotional for me to hear some of the details. But in a way comforting to know that it was natural, God's timing, I would say. I don't know. I hope you're all doing well. I'm hanging in there. This was my mom's. She had this before I was a clown playing an accordion. I got a lot of my mother's stuff. That's one of them. I miss her too. I always got hold of her on Christmas, even if I had to drive for a long time to see her. I always saw my mom and dad. Bring them something for Christmas and wish them a Merry Christmas and just spend time with them. But I'm here alone. I'm alone. So it can be a hard time for people who are grieving alone as I am. And I try to be maybe a spot of light for somebody who's grieving. I'm not the only one. I know a few other people who are having a hard time, and just to wish them a Merry Christmas and tell them they look good, or whatever, cheer them up. Well, I did the things I planned to do. I made the beer review, and the beer was awful. Expensive. Amagang double barrel imperial stout. It was not good. But I did that. I made my accordion music Christmas Eve, and it didn't turn out well. So I took it down. That's how it goes. I can't have that up. There was nothing good about it except my effort. I definitely tried. And I'm just feeling a little off the past couple days. Depression's getting the better of me at times. Grieving still. The holiday seasons are hard. But, you know, it's what we're here for. You know, life isn't... I've had my days where family around the Christmas tree and dinner at the table and everything's wonderful. And, you know, where you drive through a snowstorm and show up with presents for your children or your parents, and just like out of the storybooks, you know, it's like off a Christmas movie. I've had those days. Some people never have those kind of days. I've had them. So now I got this. And that's just the way it goes. And I have faith in God. Have faith in God. I got another tonight and tomorrow night off, then I go back to work, and quite honestly, I'm looking forward to going back to work. I'm feeling a little under the weather. I don't know why, but so I just wanted to say that apologize for that accordion garbage that I put out. Tim's accordion trash. There was no merit to that video at all. I was just making mistakes all over the place. I'm out of practice, and I'm feeling a little under the weather. I don't know how professional musicians get up on stage. I've often wondered, how do they do that? They, because they're all just human. They have bad days, but yet the show must go on. And they get up there and sing and play their hearts out. Because their job. I think also to be alone like this on Christmas really makes you turn to the Lord to the emphasis of Christmas. It's not the gifts, obviously. The gift of Christ. Other things, no. It's not the giving or the getting of gifts. It's, and if you have family around you, cherish those times. You know this. But it's not even about that. It's really about Jesus Christ. That, his God enacting his plan for our salvation through his Son. And so we celebrate the birth of Christ on Christmas, though he wasn't born December 25th. Well, we know that, but we celebrate it. I don't think anybody knows the exact day he was born. They might. Does it matter? So, I just want to wish you all Merry Christmas, and hopefully I feel better tomorrow. I've got some things. Maybe I'll play something on the guitar. I haven't done that in a while. But if I put anything out, it's got to have my stamp of approval on it, knowing well that I'm far from a professional musician. But I had a few things I wanted to talk about, just for thought's sake, and I wanted to put some music out. Maybe I'll try again tomorrow night, Christmas Day. It's Christmas Eve as I make this late. Christmas Eve for maybe another hour. And I made these candles. They turned out pretty well, I think. I like the way I gave my children the same things you see in here. So I gave them all a set of candles like these, and I bought some candle holders. Hopefully they're enjoying them. The reds, I learned, do the reds last, because that red dye, that pigment is, it was hard to get a white candle after that out of the mold that I made. I made the molds for these. And they kept coming out pink. Took a while I had to bleach the dye out, the red out. But you know, got to be thankful to God for being able to sit here and wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I have a lot to be thankful for to God, and you know, I'm grieving still incredibly. I should be moving beyond it, but I'm not. I even had a visitation from her where she told me I needed to move on with my life, and that she loved me. Another one, which should be enough to get me out of this deep blue funk I'm in. But I think here in the details, some details, even though it comforted me to know that it was natural causes, which tells me it was God's plan, His timing, which is always a good thing. I don't know. Next year, next Christmas, if I'm still around, if nothing else, I'm at least going to have a dog. I'm going to get a dog. Not right now because I plan to travel. It's come down to one of 3 dogs. Another Basset Hound, which I love Basset Hounds. Their character, their way they look, you know, they're very mellow disposition, and they're strange. They're weird. My Basset Hound, I'm missing him terribly too, because usually it was just me and him on Christmas, and I made a big deal of it. I fixed him a really good dinner, and I'd tell him. He knew. I said, "Steak tonight for you, pal," or pork chops. You know, I miss him. It's hard to watch him die, but that happens. I might get a Basset Hound, or it might be a Rat Terrier. I had a Rat Terrier before, my Maggie, and she was one of the smartest, best dogs, always on the job, very alert. If she barked at something, you know, it's just a small dog, a Rat Terrier. It's a pretty small dog, like a Jack Russell, but even a little smaller. But very, very alert, always alert for any threats or any noise. You know, I could see her little ears moving around, and she was a great dog. Her problem with her is she liked to run away. If I get a Jack Russell, they do run. I'd have to really take care on that, because she got hit by a car. She got out of sight once, and that's all it took. That was the end of her. Bless her heart. One of the best dogs. If she barked at something, I knew it was something that needed my attention. And I lived alone in that spooky trailer you've heard so much about, out in the woods. And most dogs would just bark at anything, and you just learn to filter it out. But not that dog. If something didn't seem right to her, she'd get up, and then she'd bolt off and check it out. And if it was nothing, she'd just walk back, jump up on the bed at nighttime. But if she got up and went out to check it out and started barking, that meant I needed to get up. That there was somebody or something, you know, that needed to be checked out. So, Rat Terrier, Basset Hound. And the other dog is a Dachshund. I never thought I would want a Dachshund. You know, a Dachshund, little wiener dogs. They just look funny. And it seems like they have a lot of character too. A lot of character. But Dachshunds, I read 1/3 of them, when they get older, suffer back problems because of the shape of the dog. And I know well that my Basset Hound was not a healthy dog. Come to believe he had cancer in the last year or 2 of his life. That'll happen. But the Rat Terriers are very healthy, very long-lived dog. So that's what I'm thinking about. You know, I'm alone this year, and it's really a bummer. Next year, if nothing else, I will have a dog. Doggone it. God willing, I don't know if I'm even going to be around next year or what I'll be doing. So, I guess that's all. I might post something on Christmas Eve. This is Christmas Eve. I mean, the Christmas Day, the evening. So really, yeah, Christmas evening, which is tomorrow. I might, but if I record music and it comes out bad, I'm not putting it up. So, all right, Joel. Take care. Good night. God bless each of you.